'Cause I'm wanted.
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Wanted.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it now. You might have gone too far.
Dead or alive.
I got my buddy. Doolin's gone. The box swallowed him whole.
I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, you did.
A long time ago.
Yeah, you did.
And now we're gonna see if it was worth it. We'll see. I'm excited. I can't even give an intro really, but Cinnamon Games, they decided to send to send me my pledge that I backed. And I can't even remember 2 years ago on my birthday what Emily was like. Yeah, you can totally back as much as you want,
Man,
type of thing.
you're really good with a pocket knife.
I've never been good with knives. I think we've established this in previous.
Make sure that when you're moving the box, you don't showcase your address or the shipping label. Though.
Oh yeah, that's on the back
right
here
too.
Oh boy,
You got multiple.
We're gonna have to.
That overhead cam is not gonna be usable for at least a couple of minutes.
Yeah, let's get this box open.
Oh my gosh.
All the goodies. There's so much stuff. All right. Hopefully you're at the top here. You can see. Yes, Kenny, I definitely got the stuff that you're talking about. I got a lot of things. Let's just get all of this out there.
Hey, Doolin, it would really help if you were using the knife.
What was I using?
A nail file. that would work a lot.
Listen, I used what Kenny gave me. That's a strike against me.
I don't know why Kenny gave you a nail file.
All right, I'm just gonna start handing boxes to people, and you guys have fun opening them. So let's look at this. Let's get this in the middle. Come on, Max. Yeah. Show them all. Oh yeah. What's in here? Oh,
What the heck is this?
Those are the player boards, which are super nice. They hold all your equipment, all your characters. Oh, that looks awesome. Okay, these are some of the characters. They look dope. I can get behind that.
How well do these things work? Have they improved them at all? Like, because they need to be kind of rigid, right?
I mean, you see the westerning, the wooden engraving. That's pretty nice.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Is it okay? Okay?
It's all good.
Let's look at our characters underneath of here, because I think in the base box there's a whole bunch of like zombies underneath there. Oh, pull out the dice. The dice are all like
the wooden dice with poker symbols on them.
Yeah.
Spades,
super cool.
Clubs.
So you got your runners, you got your basic normal like walkers, and then you got your fatties that take the extra hits, and then you got your starting abomination, which always is just like a normal dude. And I think
is not a normal dude.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of abominations that'll come in the Kickstarter that'll be way cooler than this basic guy, but like that's gonna be fun to paint.
Heck of cardboard.
Yep. Emily and I are gonna have plenty of fun punching all that out. She loves to do that. All right. Base box.
Base box is done.
That you don't care about that stuff. You care about all the
there were
Kickstarter
no heroes
goodness.
in here, were there?
There were all the red boys.
Oh, there were heroes in here.
All the red boys. Okay. This is I had to back this, even though it was pooping expensive to add on. I was like, I gotta have. I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna regret it
if you don't have King Kong.
If I don't freaking
those are
two
big.
Amazingly large boys to use as enemies in the game, and I can't open them. Dang it all! Oh my gosh,
these things are
hold
pretty big.
Oh, they're getting painted for sure. That looks so cool.
These are definitely good.
Imagine, Max, you're in an old saloon defending with a Gatling gun against like loads and loads of zombies, and all of a sudden this bursts through the door, like throwing a zombie at you.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of sick.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
I'm a little less than enthused about some of the gaps.
The gaps, yeah.
But I mean, the minis definitely look a lot better than previous games, but there are still some noticeable gaps.
Yeah, that was kind of because these were bigger, right? So this reminds me of like the dragon, and the dragon definitely had those issues too.
Those can be fixed. You just got to use green stuff or even plastic glue if you just manipulate it well enough. But
what are we doing? What are we going to open now?
Well, why don't if we put stuff back together when we're done, it'll be a whole lot easier. Hold on, those go in there.
I just get excited. On Christmas morning, are you the type of person that like cleanly puts things away as you go?
Actually, yeah.
Really? I'm not at all. I'm like, let's get everything taken care of afterward. I get too excited, man.
I'm not like, let's fold everything and put everything back, but I'm like, let's move the trash away.
You're like the dad who has the trash bags, like throw it in there.
100%. Yeah. I'm picking up the trash and moving it as we're using it.
Okay, this is the Abomination pack, which I would recommend if you are a Zombicide fan or you're trying to get into Zombicide. always buy Abomination packs because they make the game a lot more interesting, especially after you've played a few times and you're like got the basic mechanics down.
I mean, these guys look real sweet.
Yeah, no, they'll all have like some variability whenever they come out, which is really, really cool. And on top of that, it makes the game a lot harder, which will be cool. One of them's a freaking bear monster.
Abominabear.
Abominabear.
Texas Deadhorn, Blood Bull,
Where's
and
the-
Bison. Oh, get it like Bison with the Z because he's a zombie. So you use the Z letter.
What are you thinking so far, Kenny? Because you're getting this as well.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot smaller pledge than you are. I didn't get this. Now I feel bad that I didn't.
That's why he's quiet. He's like, God dang it.
Look at that. Look at it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's the Minotaur. That's the Minotaur.
I think this one looks the coolest.
Oh, dude. I don't know if I'm actually showing this off very well, but these are also so fun to paint. Typically, like the Abominations are always just like,
dude,
you got to showcase.
Imagine an airbrush on these things.
So you got the extra players that
Yes.
set. Have you played with like 12 people? Or?
You know, I've not played with 12, but I have played with 8.
Oh man.
And believe it or not, everyone, it was their first time playing other than me. And I left exhausted because it was a very long game and I controlled.
You're like teaching it all.
I was teaching, control everything, but to see 7 people go away from it and say, this is one of the, like, and they were all fairly new to board games too. But all of them leave and say, this is one of the coolest experiences I've ever had. Like, made it worth it.
Yeah, that's
that makes
a
sense.
lot. How many does it play core box?
6. So you can play 12 players. Zombicide.
That
Now
is
keep in
nuts.
mind, you also could do, because I've also heard the best way to play this, and also typically Zombicide in general, is to have 2 people you control, and so you could play 6 players.
That's how we played it, and I very much agreed.
Yeah.
That made it better.
So you can play 6 player with 2 people.
So theoretically, if you're
players
playing
each.
4 people with 2 people each, you do need to play your extra.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That makes it
Yeah.
less egregious then.
But here's the thing about Zombicide. It's a game of house rules and just do what you want.
It's true.
You can-
It's true. That is
I
true.
usually I'll play with 4 people.
There's a
and play
guy
with
riding
house
a
rules.
hoverboard.
Yeah, that's supposed to be Marty from
Oh yeah, Doc and Marty right there.
yeah. From
Rick and Morty.
No.
What are you
Why
talking
am
about?
I?
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future 3.
Oh,
where they go
Back to the Future.
Yeah, where they're in the Wild West actually, and he actually rides a hoverboard
in the Wild West.
in the Wild West.
Will someone else open up a box? I've opened up everything.
Yeah.
You got the knife.
Yeah, give us the
What do you have?
I need an elf.
A knife! No! No! So, one thing I didn't
I
understand.
get it now, Doolin.
What?
He was like, let's bring over Zombicide Undead or Alive to Max's house. So all the trash ends up in Max's house.
That's not what I meant to do.
This also has a big campaign system in it. So like you can actually
Yes.
level up. And
Okay.
You get character classes for each of these, so it actually makes it like something you can string on like a campaign together.
Unfortunately, something that I think makes this game a pull for maybe some Zombicide fans is that it's something that is only available in the Gears and Guns expansion, which is the track, and like all of this is the campaign notes that you'll be taking, like all of the leveling up that you'll be able to do to, like, you know, one of your favorite
that's
things
cool.
was leveling up as you go. Well, now you're getting permanent ones.
That's cool.
Which
I love
are
that.
neat. And then on top of that, I do really enjoy some of the steampunk stuff that it adds, including objective-based missions where on top of accomplishing other things, there are going to be these cards out that if you fulfill them, you'll be able to level up more on your campaign. But if you don't fulfill them, you'll be stuck at where you're at. So trying to decide, okay, I don't want a failure here, but I also don't want to not
your
be able
luck
to
to get upgrades.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think some of that will make the game better than previous iterations, which didn't have stuff like that. I know that the second edition does have something like this, but I don't know. I'm really excited for this type of theme. I don't know. The base Zombicide has never really appealed to me too much, like the modern.
The second edition and the normal one.
Yeah. I've never been like too excited about something like that, but things like this, like the Old West, and like
This is a little. I agree that the base doesn't interest me that much, but this didn't really either. Now I'm seeing it together. I'm understanding a bit of the appeal. I mean, I get it a bit more.
Are you into like the steampunk stuff at all, or not really?
Not really. Like Black Plague and Invader.
So many abominations. I'm so excited.
Black Plague and Invader would definitely be the two that, like, theme-wise,
Yeah.
interest me the most.
And this is all of the Kickstarter-y extras. So if you are just buying this game when it comes to retail, you're not gonna get this stuff unless you pay top dollar.
Buku's.
Which are a million characters.
I love that they numbered the slots. Are they
Yes.
numbered on the bottom or
Yes.
something? Because that would be awesome.
They are.
Holy.
And then just a million
Whoa.
abominations that will get added. I'm so excited about this stuff specifically.
These abominations are definitely the coolest.
Oh,
thing
and I already
like-
see him. I didn't even have to look for him really.
You looking for Bernie Sanders?
I already found him. I found good old Bernie Sanders in his chair, sitting like it's based off of the meme with his mittens.
Yeah.
He's right here, but I can't get this open.
Uh,
Oh shoot!
2 years later, it feels like a very dated meme.
It does.
Yeah, right.
It does at this point.
But something that, so Black Plague is one of my favorite games of all time. I did not get the Kickstarter stuff. Instead,
You bought it all after the fact.
and I spent so much money doing so. And I've slowly collected like all of these Kickstarter goodness stuff, thanks to some people on eBay, and then also Miniature Market, like actually opening up that like CMON or cinnamon, like you know what I'm talking about. Like what do they do?
They're like kind of like it seems like they're exclusive retailer for C1, so they do have the Kickstarter exclusive stuff on their website. So
This guy's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Draco, you're blocking the camera.
This guy's pretty dope. I don't know what he represents, but he's pretty cool. Seal of approval from Draco.
Oh no.
So this thing is gnarly.
I love it. It's the Wendigo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a gnarly Wendigo.
Yeah.
I love that. That is so cool.
All right.
Draco, what you think?
Here he is.
There's Bernie.
There's
oh,
Bernie.
he's biting it. He bit
Good
the
old Bernie.
Wendigo.
Oh, please don't break the Wendigo.
Yeah, the Wendigo is dope.
All of these all of these are unique characters. Like that's ridiculous that they have that many
That is
characters.
an absurd amount.
I will say something that is a problem with a lot of Zombicides though is the Kickstarter characters are often less practiced. So
Yeah, less fleshed out.
They often are game breaking. like there are some characters when I'm playing Black Plague that I just tell people you can't beat them because you'll break the game.
monster.
I love that.
It's
oh my
just
gosh.
a big old cactus.
Show the camera.
It's a cactus monster.
Oh my gosh.
I'll say too. I feel like they kind of hit a point like where there's too many hero characters. Like it's kind of like overwhelming compared to
Yeah. It's impossible to paint them all. I think sometimes because you just can't get to everybody.
How many are in Death May Die total before this newest Kickstarter happening right now? You've got 18 in the Unspeakable box, like 9 in each other box. So you're talking 38, 36.
Yeah, it's not, probably less than 50. For sure. There's probably like 50 here.
50 in just this box, and then there's like a whole bunch more in the base box. There's even more in the Gears and Guns. So here's the thing that I think is also true of Zombicide as a whole. If you are ever wanting to do, and I've done this with Zombicide way in the past, if you ever want to do an RPG using miniatures,
Yeah.
and you're gonna throw zombies into the world, get one of these. And
That would be the
then you're
biggest
solid.
boon for these like the Wendigo, dude. Oh, imagine
Right?
that. That would be
Right?
so cool.
Right?
Or you just want to do like a cowboy RPG with no zombies. Like, look at this. Like,
Yeah.
You got so many.
So many options.
Yeah, but
Like, and like, so that's really good value too. Like, just the base budget is like $100, and you get the base box and this huge Kickstarter
Yeah.
box. Like, that's like the best value. by
Yeah,
far.
if you can multi-purpose the miniatures, you can get insane value out of them for sure.
there's so much in this game, guys.
Speaking of there being so much, I want to ask the question at this point in time. Obviously, you're going to play this before getting rid of it.
Yes.
But you've also got Marvel Zombicide coming.
Yes.
You were just
Which
talking about
unfortunately
your love
they
for
announced
Black
after I
Plague.
backed all this.
Yep.
Which is
You've already discussed your love for Black Plague and how you acquired nearly all of it, if
Pretty
not
much
all of it, in secondhand market. So you've got all of Black Plague, nearly all of Dead West, Zombicide, whatever this is called, Undead or Alive, and then
Marvel Zombicide.
almost all of Marvel Zombicide.
I think I've backed everything except
not the Galactic
for the
Galactus mini.
For the Galactus
mini.
You got that one?
No,
So-
me too. Same thing.
I was about to say you got Galactus.
So
okay,
I think what's gonna need to happen
yes, talk about it.
is I cannot have all three at my house. There's no way. I think 2 max, maybe 1 would be ideal. I just need to coordinate with Kenny because I want to have access to like more than just one.
So here's
I want to, but what's Kenny gonna do?
Yeah,
He
what
might
are
keep
you-
them all.
So I actually started selling all my Black Plague stuff. I only have like
Okay.
the core box and the main Kickstarter box
Yeah.
still. And like the Black Plague stuff holds its value super well.
Yes.
I made probably 4 times how much I actually spent for it in Kickstarter.
Not for me. I'd probably maybe get
No.
my money back.
Yeah. So thanks to Big Mackie from our Discord server for a lot of it.
Yeah. But you also painted some of them before singing his way too.
couple.
Yeah, and they look
Man,
great.
I wonder. I don't paint as well as you do though, so I don't know if I've added value to mine.
But yes, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Cause like I'm the same boat as you. Like box.
Come on, guys. The whole point was to have it. I need to know.
I think
No,
we
I'm
gotta
just-
play it
I'm just
first,
kidding.
right?
I know, I'm just kidding.
It's definitely one of those things. I definitely don't think, unless this just blows me away with the campaign, that I will get 40 plus plays out of this like I did Black Plague. Black Plague is just like, it's incredible. It was my first one. I got really excited about it. It was one of my first like games that like I did a deep dive into, and it would shock me if this does that. Now I have high expectations for Marvel Zombicide, but I know that I also probably won't fulfill for at least a year and a half. So
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, this one didn't. It took what? It was February of 2020 when this
Yeah.
was on in Kicks. I think so.
2.5 years? I don't think it's been that long.
Maybe it was only 2021. No,
I'm pretty sure it was 21.
maybe it was 21.
I think it was early 21, and Marvel was like
Yes.
fall of
20.
21, right? Or summer
Yeah,
of 21.
yeah.
March 10th, 2021.
Yeah.
2021.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been a year and a
Year and a
half.
half, yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
So
I would expect to see Marvel in summer of 23. I mean,
Yeah, I
Really?
expect it next year.
yeah.
Well, either way, I think there's room on my shelf for 2 of them at the moment. But then once Marvel Zombicide gets here, I'm gonna have a really tough decision.
What are your, obviously, you're gonna play it, you're gonna talk about it in the future, whatever. But what are your expectations? I think you have
Yes.
the highest expectations for Marvel. So
Yes.
in my mind, you're thinking like, unless this blows me away, Marvel and Black Plague is staying.
This one would need to be a better system than Black Plague for me, and it would almost need to be like leaps and bounds better because of my personal attachment.
Yeah,
to
your
the
time and
original.
effort you spent painting the
Yes.
minis, your attachment to it, the
Yes.
theme, whatever.
The other thing is you have to. So I put a lot of time into painting Black Plague. Like I painted like all the core box, quite a bit of like the other stuff too. Just gotta let go. It's just gonna.
I think I need to get to that point because it is still one of my like top 10 favorites games of all time, just from the memories and from all the time. I love that game, but I've been told that this system is better. It's probably the best iteration from people that I trust, including like Alex at Board Game Co. I think he's said that this is his favorite iteration so far.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, he also has played Marvel Zombicide at this point, so I don't know. Maybe the
That's
meta has
true.
changed, but. If that is true, if I play this, I start to fall in love with it, I think that this could take its place.
Okay.
And on top of that, I get all of it right off the bat. I don't have to like collect slowly. Like I have all of the stuff other than like 1 or 2 things that I didn't need.
Now, I'm also curious, same goes for you, Kenny. Is Marvel like just guaranteed to stay?
Yeah,
Even if
but-
it's not like blowing you away? I
Probably.
mean, obviously it sucks, that's one thing. But like, if it's just as good or slightly even less good, is Marvel still just sticking on the shelf because it's Marvel?
Yeah, and I think that's again goes back to the Zombicide thing. Is that it's a game you can house rule and make better, right? I think that's just the game's kind of inherently that way. So like, for me, the Marvel theme just trumps it exponentially. So like, I don't even when I get my copy in, I'm tempted to open it up and just because I would like to paint this on.
We should play this one here in the coming weeks, and then you can just be like, when you come in, you can just go right out the door and you can sell it, or...
I'm fine with that too, because, and again, I think that should be the case with friends, and anyway, if I have all of the extra bonusy fun stuff, like,
It's true.
you're gonna want to play mine, like, I think, but...
That's why I call all my games to Doolin, because, like, why own it if Doolin owns it? And if Doolin's willing to buy it, like, Nemesis and Root, I'm gonna sell them to him eventually. And they're still in my collection by proxy.
I would definitely buy both of those.
Yeah,
and I'm not buying them right now because Max has them. So like, why would I need to?
Exactly. I love this relationship. It works out great.
I love it.
We should have like a zombie painting party. I think that'd be sort of fun.
That would be a blast.
Contrast paints.
I would like specifically the abominations. Like what I need to do this time is I don't want to spend a million years painting every single zombie this time, because if I do end up selling it, even Black Plague, like part of me wants that time back a little bit.
To be fair though, contrast paints are a thing now, and they weren't when you were painting Black Plague. I mean, if you just spray paint everything white, get a gnarly looking yellowy greeny skin tone, that's all their skins, and then just go back over in browns and whatever you want to do.
So
Like,
there's a few videos I saw that, like I saw a Ninja video where he speed painted like 100 zombies in a day.
yeah.
But he used like contrast paints, oils, like you can get like a really nice finish just pretty quickly.
Yeah, if you use contrast paints, oils, shades,
right.
whatever, like
Y'all are the experts at this point. So
I mean, that is
teach me and show me your ways.
All right.
Anyway.
Anything else?
Okay, I will say this is the very first Kickstarter out of like 4 or 5 that I've finally arrived that I've been just so excited to play, like as soon as it arrived. Now granted, 2 of them I had already played like many years prior, and so it was one of those things where it's like, I want to play that again, but I don't necessarily like need to as soon as it gets here. This, I'm like, I wish I knew the rules right now, because I would just want to set it up and play it. I'm pumped about it.
Hey, Saturday.
That's gonna be my game, boys.
Saturday.
We're gonna learn it.
We can learn it. We can do it.
I'm excited about this.
Thanks for watching us unbox Zombicide, Undead or Alive, and
Draco's like falling
just
asleep.
chilling. He's having a great time.
Loves this box.
Check out the rest of our channel if you want to see us actually talk about Zombicide, and if you want to come back in the future, make sure you subscribe. We're going to be playing Zombicide and actually talking to you about it on video once we get some experience with it, and maybe we can let you know our thoughts and hopefully make some decisions about whether we're keeping it or not.
Like Max was like,
Because you know what I say?
always be calling.
Kenny,
Occasionally be calling.
if you're a table knot, you have to do it, okay?
Well, I
Cut, rewind. You know what I say? Always do it!
Occasionally call.
On 3.
When you need more space in your house,
I'm gonna have to fire you.
be calling.
I lost it. Oh, I can't.
Always be Edward calling.
That's staying in. You can end it right there.